Hello and welcome to today's session of Breathwork. This session will be oriented at leveling up our CO2 tolerance. By improving your CO2 tolerance, you will be able to breathe less in your day-to-day, which means your heart will have less work to do, and in some sense you will lengthen your lifespan. I like the yogi perspective on this, where they measure their lifespan not in the years they got left to live, but in the breaths they got left to breathe, which makes a lot of sense, as our lives will end with the last breath. The session will consist of 2 short rounds of the Wim Hof breathing technique to increase the level of CO2 in our bloodstream. Then we will take advantage of the CO2 by doing really slow breathing, with holds at the top and holds at the bottom. For this session, I recommend doing it seated with a tall spine because it will make it easier to have the fullest of breaths. What's more important is that you stay as mindful as you can and simply follow my instructions. Let's now proceed to the breathwork. Slowly, gently, close your eyes. Become aware of your breath. Observe it for a few breaths. Let's set a resolve to leave all our worries, our to-dos behind the next few minutes. Keep in mind that we will be hyperventilating, which means that any new sensations you might feel are completely normal. Let's proceed with round 1 of the Wim Hof breathing rounds. Breathe in deeply through your nose and let the air out through your mouth as if letting a sigh out. Keep the pace slow. Fully in and let it go. As you breathe, pay close attention to your neck and shoulders being relaxed. Last 5. One long exhale. And last one. And hold your breath. As you hold your breath, just try to relax. Simply observe what are you feeling without engaging. If you need to take a breath before I give the cue, that's okay. Breathe fully in and hold for 15 seconds. And let it go. Let's proceed to the second round. Last 5. One long one. And last one. And hold your breath. Just relax. Feel the beat of your heart and stay with it until I give the cue, or you need to take a breath. Breathe fully in and hold for 15 seconds. And let it go. Let your breathing normalize. We will now proceed with slow breathing. Now that you have more CO2 in your bloodstream, you will be able to extend your breaths for longer. Inhale very slowly through your nose, hold it at the top for a count of 2, and let it out slowly through your mouth, and hold at the bottom for a count of 2. Continue breathing in this way, and as you go along, keep making the inhales and exhales slower and slower. Don't overdo it, but try to get as close as you can to level of discomfort, but don't cross that line. Pay close attention to your neck and shoulders not tensing up. The tension needs to come from your diaphragm. Try to notice the difference between holding at the top and holding at the bottom. You are performing the world's most elemental dance, the dance of your breath. Slower and slower. Feel how at the top you are full of life, and at the bottom you are so lifeless. As you're breathing in, feel your lungs expanding little by little. Feel what happens with your muscles as your ribcage expands, as slow as you can. Immerse yourself in the endless cycle that is your breath. We are approaching the end now. Make the last few as slow as you can. That is it. Let go of all your efforts. Let your breathing normalize. If you got the opportunity, lay down on your back for a few minutes. Otherwise, slowly, gently open your eyes. Our session is now complete. And that is it for today's session. Keep in mind that to reap all of the benefits of the session, you'll need to stay consistent with it. Thank you all so very much for breathing with me. Stay mindful, and I hope to see you in the next one.